What's going on, everybody? We're in my basement tonight. It's raining really hard, and I was out there, and there was no way we were going to be able to communicate. I mean, that rain hitting that metal roof. So here we are in the basement tonight. It's a little darker than usual, so I apologize for that. I got the computer sitting on my DP90 primer box. I got some of the other stuff behind us. I was going to show you guys. You can see I even included the lava lamp. It's inside the house for winter anyway. It started to get cold, so I had to bring it in so it didn't get broken. Kevin L., what's going on? How you doing? There's one. I sent you an email quick real back about that Spitfire. That's a pretty neat little find, man. That's a nice conversation piece. Really like it. I don't know, is Mark here? Mark, hello? I come in and there was a message, so I don't know if he stopped by and realized we weren't live yet and just said hello. Hey, Grady, what's going on, man? Thanks for coming in. I appreciate it. Like I said, we got a little bit of a different backdrop today simply because of the weather. That's an interesting piece, and I'll bring it down and I'll show it to you one. Have you ever heard of the horse Man of War from back in the early 1900s? Now, they say Secretariat might have been the greatest horse of all time. It was easily, if you read the history on Man of War, Man of War. They used to put sandbags on that horse just to make a race fair, to weigh him down. So, Shaky's here, Floyd's here. So, who else is here? Oh, man, Rick's here. Very good, very good. Mark is here. Hello, man. Welcome, welcome. I'm glad everybody's here. Yeah, so that, I can't say that it came from Man of War, but I can't say it didn't. That horse, Man of War, is from Glen Riddle Farm. And Glen Riddle Farm is probably 3 or 4 miles from me. It since has been sold and broke up into a whole bunch of properties. Homes have been built. There's an apartment complex over there. There's an actual hospital on the grounds. But when they were breaking up the farm, my wife's uncle was at the auction and he bought that right from the farm inside the house. So is that, I don't know. See, there's an old thing where they had a big wooden barrel full of horseshoes at the farm, and they would sell them as trinkets that said, yeah, Man of War. Can you prove it? No. I wish it had a piece of paper, but it don't. But it's in a fancy frame, and I'll bring it over and I'll show it to you. I don't know how well you guys are going to be able to see it, but there it is. It claims to be the last remaining horseshoe from Man of War, Glen Riddle Farms, Glen Riddle, Pennsylvania. And when they sold the farm off and they had an auction of all the contents inside the house and all that stuff, my wife's uncle was the successful bidder on this. So I wish it had a piece of paper, but it don't. But we do have some neat stuff down here in the basement. You can also see them cool ass. Oh, excuse me. I apologize. Sorry, Bart. You can see we have a nice arrowhead collection over there as well. Hey, Don, what's going on? Thanks for coming in. Howie Mook. Skelesolve. Kim and her guests. Yeah, as a matter of fact, I do. I got some Miller Lite in there, or excuse me, not Miller Lite. I have Miller High Life in there. I got a 12-pack. I also have some Monster energy drink, sugar-free. I found that it gives me a little extra boost. I tried one on like Tuesday or Wednesday, and I was like, man, that's like 2.5 coffees. I don't think it's very good for you. I won't do it long term, but every once in a while, I'll get me a snoot full of that. So I don't know. that's the story with that one. If you were interested, and anybody else that was interested, yeah, high octane for sure. Country boy, what's going on, Jason? Thanks for coming in. I appreciate it, man. I really do. Let's see. Where is it? NZ Mopar. I don't know. Where is NZ Mopar? I just watched one of his videos the other day. Who's drinking all the Pepsi? I like Diet Pepsi. My wife likes Diet Pepsi. Plus, we got some, see, that's like my wife's father built this. It's made out of oak and it's an old telephone desk. So the front slants down. But, with all the shortages and stuff, Kim and I started to double it for a pantry. We're putting everything. It's like we're not using the basement. I use the basement maybe once or twice a year when I have a party or something. But generally, as a rule, we don't use it. So we're putting all our overflow stuff back there. But I like Diet Pepsi. Kim likes Diet Pepsi. And when it's four or 6 packs for $10 at the supermarket, you buy it. Ernest, thanks for coming in. Hey, Chris, welcome. Bob's here. What else we got? Henry's here. Very good. Queen Dee Dee Speed Shop. Hi, Danny. Well, I don't know. I kind of like Pepsi. Well, I don't know. It's good. Kim and I both like it. Yeah, Pepsi. Nah, I used to like Diet Coke. I did, but I just, Kim always liked the Diet Pepsi. And then you get a snoot full of that. And then I started liking it. I Dr. Pepper. I like it. I got a couple Diet Dr. Peppers in there. Yep, I like a little bit of Diet Dr. Pepper once in a while. Yeah, that battle's been going on since the 70s. Remember back, anybody that's old enough to remember back in the 70s, they'd have the tasting booth commercials. They'd blindfold you. Cup 1 is Coke, cup 2 is Pepsi. Can you tell the difference? I still remember those commercials. That's a deal breaker. Coke's a rust remover. Diet Coke is an organ remover. Jolt. I haven't tried that yet, Chris. I got Monsters in there. I bought a case of Monster energy drink. It's the one my son drinks. It's like, but I can't have sugar, so I got the sugar free one, and he drinks the sugar free one. And I was at work and I was really dragging butt, and I'm like, man, I'm tired. And then I got one of those out of the store at work, but it was so expensive. It was like $3.29 for a can. So then I looked on Amazon and I was able to get a case for $33. That's $1.30 a can. So I'll just share them with my son. He snuck over today and grabbed one right before he went to a party in Philly. He's like, yo, man, I stopped by to get one. Go ahead, man. That's the share. Danny, if you ever walk into a room and you see Dan sipping a Diet Pepsi, you know it's over. Halloween, yeah, that's a good question. I would also like to know when's the Halloween treat bake along. Yo, what's going on? There's Chaz has made it. Kim likes Sprite. She likes the diet Sprite. We had one left yesterday and she got it. It doesn't take, see, I didn't really, today I had a white one. Or not today, yesterday, because the cans I bought weren't cold yet. So I bought one more. I made a sacrificial donation of $3 and I tried the white one. It was pretty good. It was better than I thought it was going to be. I did not like the taste of the sugar-free Red Bull, but it had more kick. I'll tell you that. It did have more kick. I only had a small can. Kim and I went down there to get a security light from Lowe's. I'm like, let me try one of these. And it gave me a little kick. The blue one? All right, Henry. I'll check into the blue one. My son, see, I like orange soda too. I know a bunch of people are going to say ooh, but I'm an orange soda fan. Doesn't matter if it's Coke or Pepsi, whichever one, Sunkist or the other one. It doesn't matter. And he said that the orange sugar-free Monster tastes just like orange soda, so I might get that next time. Yeah, the one in the white can. That's what I had today. It was pretty good. I'm not drinking one now, but did you guys ever see the melon one? It was the very first one I ever bought. It was the very first one I ever bought. So I was like, well, let me just get a case of it. It's in the, it's like an orangey, it's watermelon flavor. It's got a slight melon flavor to it. Actually, that's what I'm drinking right now. One is water. But I'm going to be switching to, I'm going to have an orange soda when the water gets gone. I drink a lot of water at night because I drink trash all day. So I try to flush my system in the evening. I stripped out of this overshirt. I try to drink a lot of water at night because I drink like 4 or 5 coffees a day. One of those monster things, at least one soda. So I try to give my kidneys a break, and I try to get at least 32 ounces of water in me before I go to bed. Kind of clean things out. Brent, what's going on, blue yellow? Water. It's water. My son loves them. He absolutely loves them, Henry, and that's why it's like I went to the Monsters. It's like that's the one I tried because, like I said, it's the one he always was on. This past week was my first time, Chris. This past week, I mean, it's like we're all getting a little older, and it's like I'm I'm tired of dragging butt all the time. I want to get some of my energy back, and I'll tell you, I've been a huge coffee guy, 4 or 5, 6 a day. Them pods they add up. Thanks for stopping by, Danny. I appreciate it. I appreciate the support. Thank you. Take care. Tell Dan to do a live this Saturday. Make him do one. He didn't do one last week. If you're still here, I don't know if you can make him do anything, but yeah. That's pretty cool, Henry. I remember I used to save tabs. Everybody used to save them. There was like some kind of thing where they would save for charity. For every one of these you get is a minute on a dialysis machine or something like that. They had some kind of drive like that. All right, all right, all right. Well, on the next us time, if he's sipping Diet Pepsi, you give me a call. All right, all right. There's nothing wrong with that. Me and Kim have us time all the time. It is, hon. It is dark down here. I gotta get. Oh, I got a new flashlight. I got to show you guys. Let me get it, and I'm gonna light it up in here a little bit. It might help. Could you guys like talk to each other for about 30 seconds? Yeah, check this thing out. I got it from Costco. It's an LED light. It's made by, I shouldn't have thrown the box out, but there's been like 5 reviews already, or 10 reviews done on it on YouTube already. It's the EP360. Each one of these pods on low is supposed to last 8 hours each. These side pods slide out. They slide out and they're magnetic. So it's going to be really handy when we're doing stuff under the car or whatever. See how, look how bright that's just one. Look how bright that is. Is that too bright? I don't know. That's just one. But then you can put them on the low setting. All right. But then you can put them on the low setting. Wait a minute, that's a little better, huh? That's right into the computer, so we'll put it up to the ceiling and let it ricochet down. But I thought, it's kind of cool. They remove, then a big boy, the big one, I'm not going to point that at the computer because it is bright. But I could just take it and go like that. Let's see if that makes it better or worse. Is that better or worse? And then I got this other one. I could put this right here. I think that lit it up pretty darn good. Oh, Grady, that'd be really rough on you guys. It's really, really bright. These are all on low setting. Let's see if this one here. There's low setting. And each pod is supposed to last 8 hours on low. I don't know if this one's on high or low. Let me see. That's high, and that's low. But now I'm seeing spots. I can't wait to try it under the car. We'll do like a half-assed review on them while I'm under the car mid thing. I'm doing body stuff right now, but like I said, the DP90 just came. I think not today, yesterday. So I can start sanding down the dash now. I'm still sanding on that little window. I really, be honest, I didn't go out in the garage much this week. It's just like, by the time I get home and get everything situated, it's 7 o'clock, it's dark, and I'm already tired. So Kim's like, well, what are we doing tomorrow? I said, I don't know what you're doing, but I'm working on the car. So tomorrow's going to be a pretty good car day, It's like, I noticed that the more time you spend sanding, the nicer and nicer it gets. So it's just like a love thing. So my plan is that when I'm going to sand the dash out, I'm going to get it to 400 grit. I think I already told you guys that. Did I tell you that? We're going to get it to 400 grit, get it all cleaned out. We're going to shoot it with the DP90. We're going to add a little bit of urethane reducer so it turns into a sealer. And they say after 60 minutes or so, when it flashes off, depending on the temperature, however long it takes to flash off, you got a window we can go right into our hot rod black right over. So that's what we're going to do. I'm also going to shoot this DP90 around the seam of the floor. I was suggested that by a body guy on our Facebook group. And he said, seal that up before I put my seam sealer on it. So that's what I'm going to do. Why not? You guys can see over there, I bought the Raptor Liner. That's going to be for the floor and the trunk and the sides, the inside quarters, at least the inside quarters in the trunk area. If I have any left over, I'll do the inside quarters of the front area. If not, it doesn't matter. They're going to get covered anyway. I seen that light, Chaz, at the Costco, and I'm like, oh man, this is cool. I got to have it. And I get one of these from Kim. The eyes go up. Go ahead. But hey, man, they come in handy for working in the garage. She lost power today. What if it was at nighttime? I have a couple different light gadgets just like everybody else, but this is another gadget to have. I mean, One of these will light a whole room. Not great, but it'll light it for 8 hours on low. So theoretically, you got 24 hours of lighting if you need it. Plus, it's got UBS ports in the back. Excuse me. So you can charge your phone off of one of the big one. Yeah, next to snow. That's right, one. It's just a drop in the bucket, $40. Go ahead. Throw it in the basket. I call it spending Kim's fortune. Yeah, there it is. The water's empty. I think I'm going to switch over. I think I'm going to have me an orange soda. Where's our buddy Andy? Is Andy here today? Did Andy make it in? I ain't seen him yet. I got a mail from Andy. I don't know if I wanted to open it today anyway because I can't put it on the door. It's his I might not want to anyway. I think it's his new sticker. I want to save it for whenever I put the glass in the car. I can put it on the side with everybody else's, you know. Now this one is sun-kissed orange. 0 sugar. I can do commercials all day. So refreshing. To be honest with you, my favorite is grape soda. But right around the time they discovered that I had diabetes, I was drinking grape soda. It's not good for your sugar level. I'm sure this one isn't either, but what are you going to do? Hey, one, maybe you can answer the question. Over there on the Nobody Show, I've checked his website, I checked Facebook, and I checked around in his About section. Where's his address at? I'd like to send him something. So right now I'm waiting until the stuff he sends us comes. So I have a return address, but I wanted to have his address so I could send him something so he didn't have to wait, you know, because this stuff, you know, it's going to start getting really hard getting and sending stuff for the next couple months with the holiday coming, and they're already telling people it's going to come to a grinding halt, the mail, and blah, 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 you know. I know it will, Henry. You know what I've discovered? I think everything will kill you. I don't know. Is this fake sugar? Or is this? I don't know. Maybe it's got sodium and there's 0 carbs, 0 sugar, 0 sugar added. I don't know. I probably am better off with just sugar, but all right, I'll Google it. I'll have Kim Google. I'll get Kim right on it. I also need Dawn. I need your address. I just go to my About section and shoot me an email, and I'll send you a little something, and then you'll have my address too. Damn. Oh yeah, Kim talked to Chad for like 10 minutes on the phone one. I think we both should be a little jealous. You know, I do have a glass here, so I'll pour it into the glass. I don't have any ice, but it's already cold, so we'll be all right. We're adults. Let's pour it into the glass. I like it. All right, man. Thanks, Don. Yeah, dude, I really like farm tractors. I was just talking to Kim about them a month ago. There we go. It's a good thing I took a couple swigs out of this though, one because look how full my adult glass is now. Right to the top. Nothing wrong with that, Grady. Where's Don going? I don't think he's going anywhere, guys. I just asked him to check. Never mind. In our 20s, I think we all were in that phase at some point or another, Henry, weren't we? I got yours on file, Howie. Kim made me a nice little address book. Like when we exchange mails with everybody, that way I got yours, you got mine. Hang out, Don. I knew what you meant. They misunderstood. We all want to party with Henry, Chaz. I think all our hearts would explode at this point. I gave cigarettes up, Henry. I smoked since I was 13 until I was I want to say 40s, and then I stopped. And then I went home for a high school party from a couple of my buddies were throwing. It's like 2 in the morning. We're drinking like college or teenage kids out in my buddy's back field, and they're all smoking. I'm like, give me one of them. Started all over for another couple years, and I finally 3 years ago I stopped. They gave notice you're not allowed to smoke on site at work. And I wasn't going to be one of those people jonesing for 8 hours, 10 hours for a cigarette, take a chance and smoke one and get caught and fired. Right? A cigarette ain't worth the job. So I just said, I'm done. I give it up. Exactly. Yes, it's hard. It is hard. Very hard one. You know how I did it, and I did it the same way both times. I got the strongest patch they had, and they say don't do it, but I did it, and I smoked with that patch. And then after about a full box of these, maybe like a couple into the second box, didn't want it no more. And then I was hooked on the nicotine gum for a while. Um, the kind you buy on Amazon, I forget the name of it. I got hooked on it. I was hooked on the gum just like it was like a cigarette. I had to have it. I weaned myself off all that with the patch. Yeah, happy birthday, Henry. Yeah, Kim's is in 9 days. I got a week to go on. Got a little more than a week to go. Now, this may sound like the meanest or whatever thing ever, but Kim and I decided we don't give each other gifts because we get whatever we want. She buys whatever she wants. I buy whatever I want. My stuff just costs more. But we've always done that. And no Christmas, no birthdays, no anniversaries. Well, we go out to dinner and stuff for anniversary, but I guess that kind of counts. but no presents. So then we're driving to Costco the other day, and I'm sitting in a truck, and she says, "What are you getting me for my birthday?" I'm like, "What?" She's like, "You got to get me something. I want nothing big, just something around $100." Well, now I got instant white knuckles. I have no idea what to buy her. I can't buy her clothes. I can't buy her perfume. She's got her own stuff. The hell am I supposed to buy her? So I started looking at the ice, like the ice cream and milk stuff, like Chad got, like the little clock, the old nostalgic stuff. And they want 700-800 bucks, and it ain't half as nice as the milk one that Chad had behind him at the desk that day. She's like, "Good thing you didn't buy that, because I wouldn't wanted that." So I'm open to suggestions. If you guys got any ideas, let me know. Oh, there he is. What's going on, Left for Dead? Thanks for coming in, brother. There's Josh. Thanks for coming in, Josh. Appreciate it. Wow. That don't sound like fun. One. I uh I used to snorkel all the time in Guam. When we were on Westpac in the Navy, and we were in Guam for 3 weeks. I went snorkeling every single day. And right across the from where we snorkeled, guys used to spearfish over there. And their biggest complaint was the sharks would come up and rip at their netting. They have little net bags for the fish they speared. And I'd be like, "And you guys aren't worried about that?" They were more mad about the shark getting to the fish they speared. And I'm like, "Man, I don't know if I should be doing this snorkeling anymore." A barracuda chased me. I don't care what anybody says. My buddies laughed at me, and they said it just swam the one way, but I actually seen it, and it was too close. I got out of the water. I didn't get back in. I was done. And I to this day, I won't go in the ocean. Ask him. I said, "You know what? There's one thing I refuse to be, and that's fish food." You know. So that's where I'm at with it. One. That's a pretty cool quit story, though. Crushed him. Me too. Left for dead. I do have a birthday. My birthday is April 4th, Dawn. Oh man, that had to stink as a kid, Chris. It's like, well, this one is your birthday present, and this one's your Christmas present. Wait a minute. It don't matter when you're grown up, but man, when you're a kid, that can't be cool having it. It's like, wait a minute. You did get the short stick on that, brother. Sorry. Yeah, Guam. Did it rain while you were there, Rick? Because I'll tell you guys what, when the roads in Guam get wet, it's worse than ice, black ice in the United States, because they use crushed shell. And man, I don't care. It's like soon we were driving and it started raining, the car goes into a tailspin like that. I never seen anything like it. But I was there 3 weeks, Rick. When I left, there was a warrant for my arrest. A notice actually came to my in-laws' house like a year after I was out of the service. But the lady in legal on the boat, she goes, "I got the same ticket last night." She goes, "Let me ask you a question. Are you staying in the Navy?" I'm like, "Mm-mm." She goes, "Are you ever coming back to Guam?" I said, "No." She took my ticket out of my hand. This was legal aid in the Navy, and she threw it in the trash right in front of me. She said, "Don't worry about it. That's where mine is." I said, "Okay." Yeah, they ran a speed trap right outside the gate, and it was like the night before we left, and they hit like, I don't know. I could be exaggerating. It was somewhere around 100 people got a ticket on the boat. Maybe a little more, maybe a little less. And our captain wasn't even happy about it. That's what they told legal to tell us. But a year later, after I was out of the service, I got a certified letter from Guam that went directly into the trash. What? Hold on a second, guys. What's the matter? All right, let's see. All right, guys, I'm past due. That's what Kim was telling me. I got the gabbing and I didn't look up. We're a little past halfway. It's time for our magnet and sticker giveaway. All right, and as usual, you're going to get a sticker, die cut. Our new die cut for everybody that's already won. You're going to want to win again. We got a new die. We got a new circle cut sticker. All right, we still got our old face one. And we got the two magnets, the two refrigerator / toolbox / dashboard, wherever you want magnets. All right. And I've generated a number between 1 and 21. Go. It's between 1 and 21. Up. Floyd. Floyd won. Number 7, Floyd. Kim, verify that. I think it was Floyd. I think Floyd hit. I think it was Floyd. I'm pretty sure Floyd won. Let me go back and take a look. It was Floyd. It's definitely Floyd. Floyd, you won. So if you've already won, I probably got you in my address book. But if you have not won yet, Floyd, and you don't think I have your address, as a matter of fact, I want you to do it anyway, just in case. Go over to the channel's homepage, go all the way to the right in the About section, and you'll find my email. It's jedclamp32@yahoo.com, and shoot me an email with your address. You can also shoot me an email to jedclamp32@gmail.com. They both link to my phone. All right, so I'll type it in here and make it easy for you. All right, there you go. Looks like we have a couple new people that I have not said hello to. Brian made it. Thanks for coming in, Brian. I appreciate it. Brian W. made it. Very good. Anybody else? Did I miss anybody else? If I didn't say hello to you directly when you came in, I apologize. I try to keep my eyes peeled to make sure I say hello to everybody. All right. Oh, also in the little sticker / magnet pack, Floyd, I have a couple extra sticker mules. So I'll throw a sticker mule in there for you. Every time Sticker Mule has a cool sale, I buy something. This time they had labels. I gotta wait. I don't need labels. I need stickers and magnets and keychains and things of sort. So I always wait till I can win something, or not win something, get something on sale. Hey, thanks for coming in, Cody. Appreciate you, brother. It's all right. Better late than never. I dig that door handle. Nice, shiny, and new. Yeah, anybody that didn't notice, the thumbnail this week was Kevin L's bike build. I thought it was really cool, so we threw it up there. Next week, I'm definitely putting up Gorney's picture from Instagram with the hat, with the little piece of the front fiberglass tilt nose. It's so cool. But I had to wait for him. I texted him and he finally got back to me and said, "Yeah, go ahead." But I don't, I'm not going to take his picture without asking him, you know? So next week, we'll have that. Yo, Gorney, you made it. Thanks for coming in, buddy. It's like you say somebody's name and they magically appear. Huh? What? What? It is a cool bike. Robert sent me a message because I checked on him a couple times and I hadn't heard anything. I was worried. Then Chris said he was okay. And then he messaged and he said he was home, feeling a little bit better, but he was still on oxygen. So he probably doesn't want to run the grinder or anything out in the garage. Well, he's got oxygen up his nose. That's the last I heard. He was the last one to win it. The last T-shirt I had as a giveaway, and he won it. And then he immediately, before he even got the shirt, he got COVID and has been gone. And I was like waiting to hear how he liked the shirt. I hope he's okay too, Chris. Like I said, the last I heard, he was on oxygen, but he was home. Yeah, me too. Me too, Gorney. I don't want to, be a pest. I showed my concern. I emailed him. I tried to get a hold of him a couple times, and he finally got back to us. I think he just needs time to heal. I hope. I hope that's what it is. Anybody got anything new? Any new projects in the works? Everybody's all like, always asking me, when's your car going to be done? I don't know. When it's done. Always gonna. It's never. They're never done, are they? Even when you're riding around in them, they're never done. That's exactly right. Like when it's done, even when it's done, it's like eventually I'm gonna want a set of stacks. I'm gonna want, but I want to get what I got running and before I spend any money. Like I already bought the engine, I already got the drive line, blah blah blah. I just want to just use what I got because I've already have it, and then after I've enjoyed it a little bit, then I'll start adding things to it. Hey, Andy, you made it. And that's another thing. That's another reason I don't have the space to just keep buying stuff. I've seen 1,000 things I want. There's a Blazer, it's a K5 Blazer on Marketplace right now, right? And it's really cool. It needs a fuel pump. He wants 4,500 for it as it sits, and it needs rockers, but it isn't bad. It just it needs a couple things, and he's got a brand new ZZ 350 for it, crate motor, and he said 6,500 firm if you want that to go with the deal. I mean, that's a brand new engine. It's like I don't know. It's like, but I just don't have the space. I could shake an engine out and especially a 350. I could do that with my eyes closed. You know how many times I did that when I was a kid? Just stand on top, shake the engine out, shake it back in, you're done. Small block Chevy. I went down, my buddy had a Z28 just like mine. But mine had the T-tops, his didn't. Same color pattern and everything. Well, he was going to get his redone, and he built a 406 small block to put in his. The engine he had in the car when he bought it didn't even have 1,000 miles on it. He didn't care. He put it right on Craigslist and sold it. But I went down there. I had that engine out and in his driveway in like 38 minutes. I knew exactly where the bolts were. I'd done it so many times as a kid. That's all we used to do is shake an engine out and shake an engine in. You'd shake in 3 bad ones before you got one you could use for a while. When you didn't have no money, you know. You've had some bad luck, Turlo, with engines. What you had to buy 3 to get to make one. You know, that's not a bad idea. One, it's just if I had a bigger garage, it's not a bad idea. You know, you could have a little side gig going, and while you're working on your long-term project, you can go over there and shake an engine out, shake an engine in, just like you said. I don't have any LS experience, none, zero. I'd have to watch a couple of Dan's videos. He put a couple in. How hard can it be? Looks like it's mostly just wires. I almost put an automatic transmission in my 55. I bought a 4L80E, and I was going to put a manual shift body, manual shift valve body in it. And I looked at like a shifter, an electrical shifter for it. And I started reading up on it. And I'm like, man, you know what? And I was getting frustrated, if that's a word. And I said, I don't know what I'm going to do. And just when I was like that, Speedway sent me an email. They had a special sale, $3,500. You get the transmission, you get the clutch, you get the bell housing, you get the shift or the small block, the big block plate. They sell an external because it came with a flywheel, but it comes with a small flywheel. But my 454, that's externally balanced. So to make it work, you get the small flywheel, and they actually sell a little plate with a weight TIG welded on it, and you clock it and you bolt it on there, and it works to externally balance. And so you're using a smaller ring gear. It's great. A lot less weight back here. You don't have that big one. You got the small block I got the small block flywheel on my big block Chevy, and it has the Speedway came up with that plate. It works great. Well, you guys heard the engine run a few times. I had that engine started up and running. Sounds great. Works perfect. You can email. Can you email it to me, Floyd? Kim, could you check to see if did we ever send you anything, Floyd? Have we sent you anything in the past? You could also. Are you on Facebook, Floyd? You can email me it. You can send me a message on Facebook, Instagram. You can send me a message. Do you have a computer or just your phone? See, they took away messaging on YouTube. That's one thing that stinks. I'm not sure. I mean, do you have access to a computer where you could at least send me an email, Floyd, or I'm trying to think how else you could get it to me. If you're on Facebook, if you're on Facebook, my Facebook group is in there, or you could just look me up, Bryan Winters. I'm on Facebook. You could shoot me a message. Oh yeah, gas is getting up there. That's pretty cool, Bob. I tell you, I love that. I love that 55. I missed that video that Rick put up, and then he told me go over and look at that video, and I went over and looked at it. I love it. Don't mess with that one. That's pretty cool, just the way it sits, man. I thought about 4 speed, and I'm looking at, I'm thinking, okay, I've already put the big gears in there in case I want to go to the racetrack or whatever. So I wanted that overdrive gear. So it was a perfect fit for me to go with the Speedway package. Like I said, 5 speed. Yeah, but how many liters is a gallon? Is it 4 liters? So you're higher than we are, Bry, I think. I know it's supposed to be 4 speed, Josh. I'm 5 speed. That way, whenever I get on the highway, I can click it up into fifth gear. I put my shifter in my handle on, and I put it on backwards just to see how far forward to throw I could throw it. I don't know how it's going to sit because it's a top loader, right? So I should have been more careful when I bought the Hirsch thing, but I was so anxious I ripped it out of the package. So that's the one I'm using now. But I think I can turn it back the other way, but I have to put the seat in because if I don't put the if without the seat in, I was kind of guessing where the holes were. So I looked at it both ways, and then I realized the video I showed was when I had it the other way. But it was like I'm trying to judge where the seat was going to be and how far back my hand was going to be. And like Grady said, man, that's a country mile from gear to gear. It better not miss. But it's more for fun. It's not, it's the look. You know, it's got power. It's got everything it's supposed to have. It's just, it's going to be street driven. I got 456s, Dawn. It's a nodular center section. Yukon it's nodular, so it should hold up. I got 35 spline axles. I got it really beefy back there. You guys saw the drive shaft. That's one thing I didn't skimp. I feel as though I didn't skimp on any of the drive line. I did. I got the engine for a song. I got it a lot cheaper than you should be able to, but I paid up because I dropped it off at the engine shop, and thank God I did because it did have a couple issues, and he straightened those out. And I got the brand new transmission, the TKO 600 top loader, got a nice aluminum drive shaft. I had the rear professionally built. I don't know if you've ever gone back and watched any of those videos, but the first thing I bought was the tires and rims. And once I had the tires and rims, I mounted them. Tinberg told me that's how I should do it. I mounted the tires and put them under the car, and I blocked them up with wood until I had them centered under the tubs of the body. And I measured face to face on the rims. And Alan from 8 and 9 Rears was able to build me a rear off of them measurements. Yeah. The one thing about the gas prices is we belong to the giant food mart thing. And every $100 you spend, they give you 10 cents off a gallon at their gas station. So it hits me, but not as hard. First of all, I only have a 15-minute commute to work. And secondly, I get that. So it's usually like by the time I cash it in, I get $1.50 off a gallon. So it is higher even still, but even when the gas was cheaper, there was one time, and I had a picture of it on Facebook where I don't think I spent 10 cents a gallon. It was incredible because I was just like, we'd bought so much at the food store and the gas prices were so cheap. I don't even think I paid 10 cents a gallon that one time. Felt like the oldie times, you know what I mean? You guys are funny. Shop cat. Let's see. John Paul, thanks for coming in. I appreciate it, man. Thanks for stopping by. Mm. Mm. I was thinking tomorrow I'm going to start stripping the dash in the package tray. I guess I'm going to use my DA to get started, but a lot of that's all hand sanding. My goal is to get it down to 400 grit. We'll see how it goes. I'll put a little short up. I am making a longer video. It's like I made that one just working on the window frame. I got a longer explanation on that and a couple other things. I'm just kind of like putting it together. It's hard to make body work interesting. It really is. It's pretty, I mean, I'm no body guy, so I'm learning as I go. So maybe that in itself is entertaining. Watching somebody that don't know what they're doing do it. That's my selling point on this one. So hopefully we get a good. Hey, Andy. Andy, I wanted to let you know. Thanks for coming in, stopping by. I got your mail. I'm not in my garage tonight because of the storm. It was raining really hard, and that rain hitting that metal roof, you guys wouldn't have been able to hear a word I had to say. Not that matters that much, right? So I'm going to wait till next week to open it up, Andy. I can feel it in there. I think it's somebody's brand new stickers. Hey, that's all right. I appreciate you trying, Turlo. That's cool, man. I appreciate it. Sometimes, like tonight we averaged, we had 25 a couple times. Sometimes the one night about 2 months ago, we hit 50. And that's, you have to look at it, through a different lens, like a different perspective. All right. It's like take Dan's show. Man, he's got 77, 78,000. And he gets, some usually about, I'll say about 500. Sometimes you go in there, they got 350. Other times you go in there, they got 800 in there. But the average is 500, 600. So I only got, I have 1,669 subscribers. So, our average here is 30. So in perspective, it's pretty close. It's like some people don't want to participate in lives. It makes my whole week talking to everybody, I like to meet people. I like to talk to people. Everybody's interesting. We got a lot of interesting guys in here, man. Okay, Floyd, here's the email address one more time, buddy. All right. That's right. That's yeah, it is. It does roll along pretty good. It's pretty great. So Floyd, there's my email again. jedclampett32@yahoo.com. You can also use Gmail. They're both the same. Maybe when I paint my dash, maybe I'll go live and let you guys watch paint dry. Did you guys see Uncle Tony did that last week? I don't know if you guys watch Uncle Tony's garage. He's very entertaining and he's very smart. Yeah, where they set up a thing and watch paint dry. I stopped in there just to see if he was like talking or nothing. Nope. There was 130 people in there watching paint dry. Hey, have a great weekend, Bob. Yeah, hey man, we're at 50. Man, we just this night flew by. We're at 59:48. There's like 10 seconds left. So I'm gonna run a minute over to say goodbye to everybody. To let you guys know we had a really good chat tonight. I enjoyed it. First time in the basement. So we might have to do this once in a while. Like tonight, it was raining too hard. So you guys got to see a couple neat things. Maybe next time I'll show you our clock. We have a clock that was built between the late 1780s, early 1790s is criteria. It's really neat. So maybe you want to look at that. All right. So anyway, thanks for coming in. Josh, Turlo, Blue Yellow. I appreciate all you guys. Puglisi, Rick down there, Possum, Brother Bob, Chris, as always. Kat, thanks for stopping by. Dawn, I appreciate you participating, man. I really do. It means a lot. Kevin L, as always. Brian W, Brian K, Howie Mook, Andy's Doghouse made it in here. I appreciate you taking the effort and at least stopping by, Andy. I always enjoy your company. All right. Gorney, come in. Thanks, Gorney. I appreciate it. All right. Floyd, I hope you got my email this time. Believe me, I'll get them to you. We'll wait till your phone's fixed, whatever it takes, man. You'll get your prize. Henry, appreciate you, man, as always, brother. All right. So everybody take care. You guys made my weekend kickoff to a great start as usual. I'm going to do my best to get a video out Sunday. We'll see what happens. Like I said, I'm trying to string it along and make it as interesting as I can. All right. But until next week, I want everybody to take care.